So, thank you for your kind words, Norman. On behalf of my wife and I would like to thank everyone for coming to our big day. We truly appreciate you all making the effort to be here, and a special thank you to the ones who have travelled a long way. We hope you all enjoy the day so far, and hope that this afternoon and the evening bash will be just as enjoyable. I hope you've all bought your dancing shoes. No. I thought Alison's got two right shoes, if you don't know.
She bought shoes in Qatar, and when she got them home, she found they were both right ones.
Anyway, I thought I prepared myself quite well for today, but nothing could prepare me enough to see Judith walk down the aisle. I thought my legs were going to give away from underneath me. Never have I seen her looking so beautiful. I was overwhelmed, to say the least. I should be used to it by now, however, because Judith always dresses to kill. It's just a pity she cooks that way as well. So, I first met my wife, strange to say, at work. Our eyes met over the coffee machine. I wouldn't have said that it was love at first sight, but it took me about 6 months to get her to go out with me. Her reason for this was that I was too young for her. Well, I proved her on the end, didn't I? But the chasing made the end result all the more sweet, and made me realise that she's the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. She just looks absolutely stunning today, as I'm sure you'll agree. Yeah. So I would like to say thank you to my bride. You're beautiful, intelligent, supporting, kind, funny, caring. Oh, sorry, I can't read your writing. Right, seriously. A big thank you must go to Norman and Anne, who welcomed me into their family, and I truly feel part of it. We'll do the presents after. Okay, sorry. So, anyway, back again. So, a big thank you to Norman and Anne. I truly feel part of the family. We're looking forward to your first meal at our house. Speaking of first meals, meeting the Mellish family en masse for the first time is a stressful experience, as I'm sure any of the son-in-laws will tell you. My experience went like this. Judith invited me round for tea to meet her parents. And me, in my naivety, thought it would just be a nice quiet dinner with Norman and Anne. The reality was quite different and akin to a military operation. Norman and Anne had some friends over. Timothy, Judith's brother, was there. Peter, Judith's other brother, and his family had moved in for a month. Those of you who will know the Mellishes will know that they're not the quietest family around. And I sat there, little me, feeling very uncomfortable, being asked 1,000 questions by everyone present about how we met, and with Timothy trying to gauge what business I was in, if it was a business opportunity for him. And as usual, Norman and Tim were vying to be the loudest. Norman won.
On that occasion.
On that occasion, yeah. That said, I think at that point I decided I like this family, and everyone who knows Judith will know that family is the most important thing in her life. So I've been competing with them for their affection ever since. Norman and Anne, I do truly feel part of the family, and both Judith and myself are truly grateful for what you've done for us, and a special thank you for helping us to this lovely bash. I would have given you a gift, but it's at this point I'm supposed to thank my new brother and sister-in-laws for welcoming me into the family, but there's so many I can't remember their names. Another huge thank you needs to go to my mum and dad, John and Katie. Without you guys guiding me so well and bringing me up with proper morals, I would never have been able to marry a preacher's daughter. Then there's the financial aid, aka the bank of mum and dad, which helps when you marry someone with such expensive tastes. On a serious note, both Jude and myself are truly grateful for all you've done for us and the support you've shown us through the years. And again, I would have given you a present right now, but hey, it's going to go a bit more. Thank you to my usher, David. He has been my best friend for years, and I was his best man a few years ago. I think David was quite glad to know that I had a brother. Therefore, David got the custody job of being an usher. So basically, he gets all the best bits and none of the stress of the speech. Well, that's what you think, Dave. Over to you. have given you a present, but maybe you'll get it later. So, the most important thank you must go to my wife, Judith. I can't begin to tell you how beautiful you look today. Hang on.
I could have told you.
When I saw you coming up the aisle, I looked at you and looked back at me and realised that I got the best deal. I love you with all my heart and can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, for sure. We've been together for some time now, and I can truly say I've never felt as close to you as today. Give me a kiss. I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, you will agree that the bridesmaids look absolutely amazing today. Yeah. Alison and Anne, Judith's sisters. When Judith was deciding who to have as her bridesmaids, her original choice was all of her sisters and all of her nieces. Which, to be honest, would have been hugely expensive and a logistical nightmare. So I put my foot down and said, pick two, which she begrudgingly did. This is the very last time I will get my own way, now we're slave and wife, man and wife. An extra special thank you needs to go to Alison, who even from Qatar in the Middle East has spent countless hours on the phone and internet choosing shoes and dresses with Judith, and helping her make decisions which Judith really isn't good at. And another thank you needs to go to Anne for organising Judith's Hendy, which we just loved. It was fantastic. So, will everyone please raise your glasses to the bridesmaids. The bridesmaids. Okay, nearly there, last bit. So the last thank you is saved for my best man and brother, Carl. Carl and myself have always got on very well considering we are brothers, but there is still that brotherly rivalry under the surface which sometimes gets us into trouble. So one quick story. A few years ago, both Carl and myself used to train in Taekwondo, martial arts, which is basically like karate, and we were both quite good at it at the time. Part of the training was to spar with each other, so in effect, fight. On one such sparring match, the first couple of rounds went fine, and we both scored points on each other, but it wasn't too long before the brotherly rivalry took over. In the next round, we found ourselves trading real blows and losing our temper with each other. One bloody nose and a black eye later, they stopped the fight, and we were never allowed to spar it ever again. I really don't know who won the fight that day, but as it's my day today, I won. So, on a serious note, Carl, you will always be my little brother, and I'll always look out for you, as long as any good big brother should. You truly are the best man, and thanks for organising a fantastic stag do. Again, you would have a gift right now, but you're not. So without further delay, I'll hand over to Carl for my ritual humiliation. Carl, just remember who won the Taekwondo fight.